Welcome to Ethiopia Insights. Today, we're diving into a grenade explosion in Finote Salam, Amhara regional state, and the ongoing mass killings in the region. Let's get started. But first, let's move to Rwanda.
Our people will never, and I mean never, be left for dead again.
Rwandans are marking 30 years since a genocide orchestrated by armed Hutu tore apart their country. It is reported as one of the bloodiest massacres of the 20th century. President Paul Kagame led the commemoration on Sunday by placing wreaths on the mass graves in the capital, Kigali, flanked by foreign dignitaries, including the leaders of South Africa and Ethiopia, as well as former U.S. President Bill Clinton, who had called the genocide the biggest failure of his administration. The international community's failure to intervene has been a cause of lingering shame, with French President Emmanuel Macron releasing a message saying that France and its Western and African allies could have stopped the bloodshed, but lacked the will to do so. Sunday's events marked the start of a week of national mourning, with Rwanda effectively coming to a standstill and national flags flown at half-mast. The presence of world leaders at such a solemn occasion speaks to the importance of acknowledging historical atrocities and honoring the victims. The Rwanda genocide stands as a stark reminder of the horrors that unfold when ethnic tensions spiral out of control, with an estimated 800,000 people killed in the genocide. The commemoration and world leaders' attendance highlight global solidarity in preventing such tragedies from recurring. However, a similar tragedy is happening in Ethiopia, and PM Abiy's presence at the event is a mockery to the victims of a similar killing in Ethiopia. How can one champion peace and reconciliation on the global stage while grappling with ethnic-based mass killings, sexual violence, and widespread displacement and repression at home? The question remains, when will the international community move beyond rhetoric and make leaders like PM Abiy Ahmed and his regime truly accountable for their actions? When will the international community cooperate to stop the mass killings in Ethiopia? When will Ethiopian ethnic-based victims under Abiy Ahmed and his regime be remembered like those who are currently remembered in Rwanda? Or will the international community express sorrow again in the future for the innocent lives killed in Ethiopia under Abiy Ahmed? Before it is too late, we would like to call up on the international community to hold Ethiopia's PM Abiy Ahmed and his regime accountable by having collective actions, robust mechanisms, and a steadfast commitment to upholding the values they claim to hold dear. Only then can we bridge the gap between commemoration and meaningful change, ensuring that history's lessons are learned and atrocities are never repeated. As we transition from the heart-wrenching commemoration of the Rwandan genocide, we find ourselves in Ethiopia. The people of Ethiopia, much like those in Rwanda 3 decades ago, are caught in the crossfire of a conflict beyond their control. Yet, amidst the chaos, they display a resilience that is both inspiring and heartbreaking. As we delve deeper into the shattered peace, specifically in the Amhara region of Finote Salam, let's hold on to the hope that, like Rwanda, Ethiopia too can emerge from this dark chapter stronger and more united. The international community's role in facilitating this transition cannot be overstated, as their intervention could potentially save countless lives and prevent another tragedy from being etched into the records of history. As we continue our journey, let's remember the lessons of Rwanda and strive to ensure that they are not forgotten in the face of a new crisis. Amhara region, Ethiopia. In Finote Salam, around 34 residents were wounded in a devastating grenade blast at an open-air market. A recent grenade explosion at the local open-air market has left 34 residents wounded, 11 of them critically. The regional government has pointed the finger at an extremist force, a reference to the Fano forces, alleging that they are behind this horrifying attack. This incident is part of a larger pattern, as it follows a previous Damot preparatory school, where 25 students were injured. According to the government, the suspect, Johannes Tesfaye, is currently in custody. Meanwhile, the people of Finote Salam live in a state of heightened fear, their daily routines affected by the explosions and the uncertainty of their safety. The government's firm condemnation underscores the seriousness of the situation, urging the community to unite against such acts of violence. However, crucial details regarding the circumstances surrounding the alleged terror remain unspecified, leaving questions about arrests or captures unanswered. The government's attribution of these attacks to extremist forces reflects ongoing tensions in the region, exacerbated by political engagement and rallies aimed at shifting public support. The complexities of regional conflicts, including historical tensions and recent military actions, contribute to the volatile situation. Moving on, we provide you insights into the unspeakable horror unfolding in Amhara regional state. Reports from Al Jazeera and the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission reveal chilling details of a massacre in late January, where at least 45 civilians were ruthlessly killed by government security forces. These victims were allegedly targeted for their purported support of the Fano, a local self-defense organization. The region is witnessing a series of clashes and violent confrontations in recent months, leading to the imposition of a state of emergency by the federal government. The region is no longer safe, and the terror is not confined to the ground. The drone activity has escalated, with government-conducted airstrikes and shelling causing widespread destruction and loss of innocent lives. The international community has expressed deep concern over these attacks, with the United States calling for an independent investigation into the targeted civilian killings in Marawi. Being an Amhara in Ethiopia has become synonymous with a death sentence, particularly in the Oromia regional states. Thousands of Amharas have been displaced, their homes and lives uprooted. The state of emergency and the regional government's call for federal military intervention have only worsened the situation. Mass arrests, extrajudicial killings, and disruptions to basic services have become the norm. The recent mass killing by Ethiopia's military in Marawi follow months of clashes between Ethiopia's military and Fano forces after Fano forces retreated outside of Marawi town. Ethiopia's military forces are alleged to have moved from house to house, committing a horrifying massacre. The federal government's silence on this incident, coupled with the attempts of an Amhara regional state official to deny the incident and blame the victims, only adds to the growing sense of fear and mistrust. This cycle of violence and retaliation has led to a surge in civilians joining the Amhara Fano militant groups in a desperate bid for self-defense. The implications of these atrocities are far-reaching. Ethnic tensions in Ethiopia have been exacerbated, threatening to destabilize the country further. The lack of protection for civilian lives highlights a systemic failure in ensuring citizen safety. The international community has voiced deep concern over these atrocities, urging accountability and a swift resolution to the crisis. Ethnic tensions have flared, exacerbating divisions and threatening the fragile peace in the rest of Ethiopia. The urgent need for reconciliation and peace-building efforts cannot be overstated as the cycle of violence and retaliation continues to claim innocent lives. As we conclude, let us not forget the atrocities committed against the innocent and strive for a better future for all Ethiopians. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us. Before we sign off, we want to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful news updates. Like this video if you found it informative, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement and feedback are invaluable to us. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and have a great day. Thank you for watching.